It's about phone, as you can see here, Mi 6, and it is running on Android 14. Hey guys, so this is my Xiaomi Mi 6, which I bought only to review custom ROMs. So this is not really in good condition, as you can see here. But as I said, I'm going to review custom ROMs for this device only, so that's not a big deal here. So this is a flagship device of Xiaomi released back in 2017. It got Snapdragon 835, which is still a pretty capable processor with 6GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. Basically, this device is still pretty much usable as a primary or secondary device. You can keep it. But as you can see here, it is running on MIUI 11 based on Android 9. And Android 9 is, although it is usable, but many applications actually not supporting Android 9 anymore. And MIUI 11 is also not really that great. It has ads everywhere and it is not really that much optimized. And as you know, I'm not really a big fan of MIUI or HyperOS. So what I'm going to do with this device right now is going to flash a custom ROM here. So if you are watching my videos, I did show many tutorials about how you can flash a custom ROM on Xiaomi devices. So basically, same process you can apply on any Xiaomi devices. You need to unlock the bootloader, which will wipe your device, and you have to flash TWRP, then you can flash a custom ROM. By the way, when I got this device, it was pre-unlocked. That means I don't really need to unlock the bootloader. So if I show you that, additional setting and developer option. So if I go here, OEM unlocking, as you can see here, bootloader is already unlocked. So if you have a device which is not unlocked yet, there are many videos available on YouTube. You can check. It takes time. It will take 2 weeks to get the permission from Xiaomi to unlock the device. So after unlocking the device, you can follow this tutorial. So few things we need to do. First of all, if you have any data on your device, which is important, just take a backup of your data. And secondly, flashing a custom ROM is a little bit risky process. Obviously, it's not going to harm that much if you follow the tutorial properly, but you might break your device. So in that case, I can't really take risk. And on a custom ROM, many things might not work perfectly fine, like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, even mobile networks. And mainly actually the SafetyNet features, like you will not be able to use bank apps or payment application. So if you want to make sacrifice, you can follow this tutorial and update your device to Android 13, 14 or 15 or 16. There are many custom ROMs available for this device. So you can follow this tutorial. If not, if you don't want to take risk, you can skip. So I have already downloaded all the files required to update this device. Like we need a TWRP, we need custom ROM, and we need driver and minimal advent fastboot to command our device to flash the ROM. The files link will be in the description below. I will put the step-by-step process how we can do all sorts of things. So those will be available there. So firstly, we need to enable the developer options. To enable the developer option, you have to tap on MIUI version 4 or 5 times. Then it will enable that. So you can go to additional setting and developer option. As you can see here, developer option is enabled now. And also we have to enable USB debugging. So as your computer screen, as you can see here, I have a folder called Mi 6 and we got few files here like Orange Fox recovery and firmware for the device, and also we got Evolution X and C Android ROM. So today I will flash Android 14 based C Android ROM on the device, and in the future video I will try to flash Android 15 based ROM here. So these are the files required actually, and the links of the files will be in the description below. You can get them from there. Now we have to install few application here like minimal advent fastboot for commanding our device, and also we need our driver, which I have already installed, and the links will be there. Now we have to enable our CMD prompt from here, so we can enable CMD prompt, as you can see. So now if you are connecting your device first time to your PC, it will ask you to allow the device to communicate with your device. So if I connect now, So as you can see here, it is asking me to allow, so I will allow. Now if we check our device is connected or not, we can check here actually, like ADV devices. If I type devices, so it will show us our device serial number. So hopefully you can see here the serial number. That means our device is connected. Now what I will do, I will reboot the device to fast boot mode to flash our recovery file. So to boot into fast boot mode, we can do it manually or we can use command prompt. So I'm going to use command prompt. So adv reboot bootloader. Maybe this is going to work. So our device is in fast boot mode now, and we can check that actually our device is connected or not. So we can run. If I write fast boot devices, it's going to work. So as you can see here, our device is in fast boot mode and it is showing here. Now we have to flash our Orange Fox recovery. So we'll write fast boot flash recovery, and we can drag and drop the file. So here, as you can see here, Orange Fox table, and enter. And the flashing is done. Now we have to boot into Orange Fox recovery or TWRP. We can do it manually or we can use command. So I will use the command prompt here. So I will write fast boot and we will drag and drop the file again. So I have Orange Fox recovery here, drag and drop and enter. So our device is booting now. Let's see. So for some reason, Orange Fox recovery did not work. I had to flash TWRP. So as you can see here, it booted into TWRP, and although TWRP is flashed properly, but I could not able to boot the TWRP using the command prompt. I did it manually. So if you are flashing TWRP, flash it and boot the device into recovery manually. So after booting up, as you can see here, the interface of the TWRP. So to keep it safe, you can take a backup of whole operating system. So like cache, recovery and everything, select everything and take a backup. Because this device don't really support any kind of SD card, so you can put an pen drive or anything like that and take a backup to your pen drive. So do that, because as I said, flashing a custom ROM is not really that safe. Sometimes you might break your device. So if anything goes wrong, still you can restore your device to your stock firmware. Now we have to do few things here. Now we are going to wipe the device. So format option, and we'll write yes, which will wipe everything. So done. And we'll do once again. There'll be cache, system, vendor, data, internal storage, everything we will wipe. So now done. Now we are going to flash our custom ROM. There are a few ways to flash the custom ROM. You can copy the file into your SD card and you can flash it from here directly. Because this device does not support SD card, you can do it with pen drive. But here I will do side load method. So we'll go to advanced section and ADB side load, and we'll open the ADB side load. Now, if we run a command prompt ADB device, it should show in side load mode, ADB devices. So as you can see here, it is showing our device in side load mode. So first of all, we'll flash our firmware. So I will write ADB side load and drag and drop the firmware. So I have firmware here, as you can see here, FW, and enter. So it is flashing firmware. And firmware flash done. Now we have to flash our custom ROM. So we have to put it in ADB side load method again. So ADB side load, and we'll write command, same command, ADB side load, and drag and drop the custom ROM. So ADB side load. And so as I said, I have two files here, like Android 15 based Evolution X or Android 14 based Android ROM. So at first I will try the Android ROM based on Android 14. So flash this one. So the flashing is going on. As you can see here, Android, and the ROM version is 10.9, Android version is 14, and the security version is 2024 11.1, so 1.11 2024. So the flashing process is done. Now we have to reboot our device. We can disconnect our device actually, no need to be connected. So the first boot will take more than usual. So let's see how long it takes. Maybe more, it will take 2 to 3 minutes. So we can see the Android logo. So the device is booted up. Now we will go through the setup process. Let's see what is working and what is not. So it detected the SIM card and changed the language to the region. So let's try English. And it is detecting the Wi-Fi band 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. Let's skip right now. Skip. Next. Skin lock settings pattern. So we do get option 3x3, 4x4, 5x5, or 6x6. Let's go with 3x3 and agree. Let's try the fingerprint scanner. So fingerprint scanner is working and done. Next. So we do get face unlock too, but as for now, I don't need that. So this is a vanilla build, so we are not getting any kind of GApps here, but you can flash GApps, and I will put the GApps link in the description below together with the ROM file. And you can flash the GApps in the similar manner, just ADB side load and flash the GApps. So about phone, as you can see here, Mi 6, and it is running on Android 14. Working, and security patch level is 1st November 2024. The UI feels smooth. We do get customization option, as you can see here. And I will make a dedicated review video of this ROM. As for now, as you can see here, everything seems to be working fine. The SIM card is working. And if we try Bluetooth is also working. Let's try the camera later. So camera is working well, and we do get auxiliary camera lens support, so it is also working. So everything seems to be working perfectly fine. And as we are using Android 14 based ROM, so we can set up full screen gesture based operation, but here you are not seeing that. You can go to say Android setting and navigation bar. So when you turn on navigation bar, if you go to system setting and gesture, you'll get the option 3 buttons or navigation gesture. So you can use navigation gesture. Obviously these buttons also working, hardware button, so you can use them both. So that's all about this ROM. As far as I can see, the ROM is working fine, and I will flash GFs and I will make a dedicated review video of this ROM. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.